Hello, my name is James McLaughlin, editor of Car Design News, and I'm here with Oliver Samson from Changan. We've just had a very interesting discussion about new aesthetic. We almost ran out of time, but one of the questions we didn't get to, which I'd love to ask you about now, Oliver, is a new generation of designers entering the studio. How is that changing things?
Maybe they approach design from a different angle, and they have a different methods, different methodologies. They use different tools, so they start to go maybe into 3D much quicker. They have just a different style. They collaborate more. At least that's the feeling that I get when talking to them and when seeing how they work. So I can imagine just from that alone, a new aesthetic could evolve. There's a certain freshness to a product that maybe is not so, that hasn't been worked on for months and months on end on a full-size clay model, for example. It's a little bit more the freshness of trying out different things, trying different, not caring what other people say at the beginning, So I think there's a certain braveness that I can detect in the studio and also worldwide. Even the young Chinese designers, tend to be a little bit more brave or daring than maybe my generation was.
And do you think that's owed to the fact that, they're not weighed down by a sort of car culture, car heritage, a legacy of design that we're all very, very familiar with? They're coming into it with fairly fresh eyes.
That is definitely also a reason. Maybe there is not as many car guys or petrol heads in the new design studios, even though there are, even the new guys, but especially Generation Z, so the 20-something-year-olds, they come in almost from a different angle. They have somehow there's just a different way. And I don't want to even say that there's a style that they all are, designing a similar kind of thing. They're all different, but just the attitude, the way they see design and the way they express themselves through design is different than, 1 or 2 generations ago.
I mean, it bodes quite interesting. Well, it bodes well for the future, I think, in terms of what we might see. How long do you think it's going to take before the influence is being felt? Things seem to move so quickly now.
Yeah, it's true. It really depends on who are the decision makers right now. How much do decision makers, design directors of our generation let this kind of freshness through into the products? So that's one thing. And also, how long does it take until the very young designers with their new and fresh ideas, how long does it take for them to actually, make it into positions where they can actually really influence a production car and or a show car? So, but I think you can even already see it today, that things are, going that direction.
Well, let's hope they don't get too jaded before they enter the decision-making bit. Oliver, it's really lovely to speak to you. Thanks very much for your time today.
Thank you.